It's time for Dodger Baseball.
I'll rep that Dodger blue all day, baby. So go and get your jersey on and put your lid up on your dome. It's Dodger blue, LA, baby. Let's take a trip to the ravine and I'll show you what I mean. It's Dodger blue.
Time to put on my LA fitted. It's Dodger Baseball, dog. You know I'm with it, about to load up the excursion with the wife and the kids. We LA bound, baby, about to handle our business. We gotta show love for the boys in blue. Run up the rest of the family and the rest of the crew. Hit Chavez Ravine, rolling thick as fog. Bro, you can't eat right for Pavilion, baby, Dodger dog. Can't forget the Cracker Jackson, a couple of cold ones. Rooting for my boys while they ripping them home runs. I gotta set memories like back in the days. Steve Garvey, Dusty Baker, Davey Lopes, and Ron Sayer used to come from Mountain Pops when I was a squirt. Fat kid had backwards in my Dodger shirt. Shout out to Vinny Tommy for the years of dedication. We're on the way to Dodger Stadium, my favorite destination.
Dodger blue all day, baby. So go and get your jersey on and put your lid up on your dome. It's Dodger blue, LA, baby. Let's take a trip to the ravine and I'll show you what I mean. It's Dodger blue.
Charge, baby, let me hear a little love from my homies and Dodger ladies. I've been coming here ever since the early 80s, where my true ones at. No ifs, ands, or maybes. Mania was my favorite era. Number 34 on t-shirts everywhere. Doing the wave hands all up in the era. Let's live our childhood again while we're here without a carer. Fireworks on a Friday night after a win. The seventh inning stretch, man, I don't want the game in the end. I'm energetic like a mofo, feeling like a youngin'. Can you autograph my shirt and a ball for my cousin? Much love to Magic Johnson for saving a team. Letting your true fans know it ain't all about the green. For that, homeboy, you get nothing but respect. Gotta get back to my game, my favorite batter is on deck.
Dodger blue all day, baby. So go and get your jersey on and put your lid up on your dome. It's Dodger blue.
All day, baby.
Yes.
Hey, man, listen. Where is we at?
We're back.
We're back. We're black.
Part two.
And we're better than ever.
Part two.
Deuces.
Yeah.
Listen, man. I am Black Holiday. He is
5150.
5150. And gentlemen, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Kenny. And I'm Big Al.
Big
Just
Al.
Just
Hey,
Kenny?
Al.
A guy as complicated as you. Kenny. Hey.
Because when I tell him little Kenny, the questions come in.
Yeah.
Hey, man, if you
Little
guys
Kenny.
notice, every time he speak, I be on his heels, man. That's,
That's a good
we
thing.
go back. I just have to, that's our little thing, man, so don't mind us. How y'all feel, man?
Man, life is good, man. It's really
good.
great, man.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Quick check-in?
Well, yeah, man, I feel great, man, because since the last time we was in part one, you know, the Dodgers had not solidified
Take the
themselves
thing.
as champions.
Right.
So I want to just take the time right now, you know, and say, hey, they
Hey,
did that.
It's
congratulations.
It's official.
It's official.
Dodgers.
L.A.
Dodgers, here we
In
go
the
for the
house.
Dodgers.
Yeah.
Hey,
Dodgers.
pop one. Here's one to you.
Dodgers.
When's the last time, since you got on all the official L.A. gear, man,
Wow.
you're going to have to be responsible for the stats. So when was the last time the Dodgers actually did this thing like this?
Man, it was 32 years ago.
That's
Was
a
it 32
long
years
time.
ago?
That's life sentence.
Approximately, and I had the pleasure to be in let me see, I'm gonna call it CDC college.
Oh, CDC
Wow.
College?
Nice.
You sure you ain't just put the
I-
switch
I
on
was-
that
I
thing?
was- I
Is it a
was-
real CDC College?
Yeah, it was a CDC college, and I was in corporate. And they was just
California
established
Department of
there.
Correction
Yep.
College.
College.
Woo!
Yes,
Look at
indeed.
you, boy.
Yeah,
they put your twist on it, huh?
Oh, man.
Can't
That's
tell
it.
you nothing. Fuck what y'all talking about, this college.
Yeah.
Yeah, so-
I
That's real,
graduated.
man. It's really college for real.
No, and that I
Yeah,
was
college courses
and
there.
it was
Oh, they
the
do,
earthquake.
they do.
It was that earthquake series. It was the earthquake.
What was
series.
that?
There was an earthquake. It was
That's
1988, and they was playing. They was playing the Oakland A's. And
Was they playing Oakland?
Yes, they
No,
was
the
playing.
Dodgers was in that. I remember that earthquake.
Yeah, and the earthquake broke up the Bay Bridge.
The Dodgers was in
and-
that?
Yeah, the
You
Dodgers.
sure, bro?
No, yeah, they
Don't
was,
be
they
giving out
had
no
to,
false
they,
information.
man, they had to
No,
stop
you
the
can
game.
Google it.
Man, they had to stop the game. They had to stop the game because of the
earthquake. I
was
remember
shaking.
that. I
And
remember
I was,
that.
man, I'm telling you, I was sitting
Verify
on
that.
top
Verify
rope
that.
shaking.
Hey,
What?
listen. Let me tell you this though, because last time, every now and then when we be talking, we human. You understand what I'm saying? People at home, I know, you know, we have our king shit on, and you know, we really talk a lot of cash king shit.
Right.
But we human, we make mistakes too. And so last time we was talking, and I got stuck. And I was talking about, you know, like how black people be beefing, like how with Q and D.L. Hewley is beefing. It kind of reminded me of something that I had read before about W.E.B. Boyce. And then I said, Frederick Douglass, yes. Yeah. But in all actuality, that's two different time periods. Because one is in the 1800s and one is in like the 1930s. So that was not the right person that I was thinking about. It's W.E.B. Boyce and I believe James Baldwin.
Okay.
I believe they were
used
to be, yeah.
Well,
if
Baldwin was a writer.
Yeah, he was a writer.
And so was Du Bois as well.
Right, but one of them was more or less with the white folks, kind of like, you know.
Du Bois.
Yeah, like we want to be, and the other one was a little bit more radical.
More hood.
Yeah. And so they used to.
They used to
always pit them
against
each other.
I couldn't think of his name too. And you was asking me for it. I apologize.
Yeah, that was what I, because you know we can't be associated with no inconsistencies, and you understand what I'm saying?
No.
Got to keep it straight. I want people to know the truth.
Listen, man. On previous shows, you know, maybe from show 1 to 5, you wasn't drinking liquor.
Oh no, I was.
All you see now,
hey, look,
you own something right now.
It's amazing that you even mentioned that because I went back to like this weekend. I was looking at like show 1.
Yeah.
Show 1. There you guys go. What happened? No, he
pulled something up. We looking at it.
Okay, what is it? Okay. What's happening?
Something current about
this was Dodgers and Padres played through an earthquake.
No, the Dodgers and the Padres played through the earthquake.
No, it was World Series. No, bro, they World Series
right now. All right, get it together.
Is it Google? Did you Google it up?
Google's a motherfucker, nigga.
Yeah,
hey,
Google
let me tell you about Google.
What?
I had a dream last night.
No.
Yes, I had a dream last night, and I was telling the young lady I was talking to about the dream. And she said, Google it. I said, well, damn, I didn't know you could
Google the dream?
Google the meaning of the dream.
No.
Yes, I never.
So Google the prophet?
Google tells you everything. Nigga, I need to Google my future on that motherfucker. But listen, before we got distracted, I wanted to go into.
That's it.
We talked about the truth and bringing the truth, right?
Right.
And so with that being said, tomorrow is the election day.
Yeah, man. Go out and vote, man.
Already seen some
but
scores
you know who
ordered up.
To get you know who out.
Hey, don't be trying to influence nobody. Man.
Yeah, no.
I want to say that I recommend that everybody be safe, and that you, if something looks suspicious, just deem it as that. And just be on your.
You said if it looks
T's and Q's on.
Don't walk toward it, walk away. If it looks suspicious, don't go check it out.
Do what you do.
Hey,
shoot it.
If walking away is gonna get you away, or going toward is gonna
be
safe.
Whatever you think takes to be safe.
Be safe.
Ross ain't playing.
Wow.
Ross done boarded up a whole store in anticipation of this.
Man, you know who I seen gassed up?
Cheap ass shit in Ross, man.
Hey, look,
yeah, that's why they had that shit, man.
Some of the
people had that shit.
Is boarded up right now. Guess who I seen boarded up?
What?
The gas company. I'm like, what the fuck? What the
Niggas stealing gas?
Yeah, they gonna steal they foul about that
motherfucker.
Steal they bill about that motherfucker.
You said the gas company. God damn.
Hey, listen.
Well, man.
We ain't got a lot of time to waste. So let's get into, if you don't mind, Ms. Portis, can we get into that video about the election and what's going to happen tomorrow, what we should be expecting tomorrow?
Yes.
This Sunday, the final days.
Florida's looking very good. North Carolina's looking very good. Ohio is looking beyond good.
It's enough. It's time to change.
President Trump and Joe Biden make their closing arguments.
If we win, you're going to see a stock market that's going to go like a rocket ship.
I know our people. I know we can unite and heal this nation.
And go on the attack.
Biden is the candidate of anarchists and rioters and looters and gun grabbers, flag burners.
We're done with the chaos, the tweets, the anger, the hate, the failure. We refuse you to take any responsibility.
The president seeking re-election during the worst COVID outbreak yet.
It's killing me inside. I'm broken. I'm broken. And my colleagues are broken.
With cases now approaching 100,000 a day.
No matter how you look at it, it's not good news.
Plus, our final NBC News Wall Street Journal poll just out on where the race stands with 48 hours to go. This morning, we'll get reports from our 4 battleground states that could decide who wins this election, from 2 experts on how safe your vote is and on the chances the election could be decided by lawsuits, and from our pollsters on the latest numbers and whether we could see another election night shocker. Joining me for...
Yes.
They got a proposition on the ballot, you said?
Yeah, to make for felons, ex-felons, and people on parole to vote. I think it's Prop 11. I'm not sure.
So you're going to go out and vote?
No. If they pass it, they got that.
When would be the earliest that they could pass it?
I'm not sure. I haven't read in depth on it.
I've never seen the inside of a voting poll booth.
Yeah. Well, I did when I was younger.
Me either.
I used to go vote.
Did you?
Yeah.
With your mom?
Used to take me.
Look at that.
Vote right around the corner on Van Ness.
Wow. What did it look like?
A house.
I have no recollection. I've never been a part of the American dream. Literally. You understand what I'm saying?
And they had the little pen to poke the little thing out. Poop, poop, for your votes.
Okay.
How did that make you feel when you went to vote? Did it make you feel more American?
You know, I was young. I was just doing what my mama told me.
Just following your mom, right?
Yeah.
How about you, Al? You ever voted before?
I went. Yeah, I did. Unfortunately, I did one time.
You said unfortunately.
Yeah, one time in my life, man.
You went for Reagan?
We don't even go into that.
Reaganomics.
You know what I'm saying? We won't even go into it. But yeah, I to just be honest and 100, I did vote one time in my life.
Hey, they say
but on the other times,
Yeah.
I think I went one time with my grandmother.
Wow.
Same setup.
He's a
Look at that.
freaking voter.
That's history right there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Go with
He's
your
a career
grandma?
voter.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you guys is woven in the fabric, man. He went with his mom. He went with his grandmother. What you go? You go with your grandfather?
Never
something?
went.
Oh shit! We in the same boat.
And listen, they voted in jail. That's really kind of odd.
Who voted in jail?
Everybody voted in jail. They got the polls in jail. You can vote from in jail.
What?
What? You didn't know?
No. What you
Wow.
Man,
vote for some new suits or something?
this is monumental. They voted in jail.
Right now.
Even in the hole. Whoever's in the hole, they come out, they bring the thing to the hole.
No, wait a minute. Right now or
Right
when
now.
we was
They
there?
bring the thing to the hole. They voted from the hole. They voted from the main line.
You sure about this, Pithy?
Come on, man. It's on the
It
news.
sounds like some.
Okay, all right.
Google it. Google it.
Well, that
Google it.
I'm just
Google it.
talking
Google
about
it.
the
Google
crop
it.
they're talking about.
There go to Prophet
He's a
right
Google
there.
guy. He's a Google guy on the
He's a
show.
Google guy.
He's a Google guy.
Hey, Lil Ken, can we get a little Google on that? I appreciate it.
Now listen, man.
Yeah.
What I don't understand is this here. Now I know I ain't crazy.
Yeah,
Well, I
you
am.
are.
But anyway,
His name
This nigga's
states it.
5150. Come on, I know I ain't crazy. What the fuck? You know your name is crazy.
listen. But if you know how this man is, you see he's a weird dude.
Right.
Right? He became president by accident.
Who?
What's his name? Trump.
You think
Trump.
this man came president by accident?
Of course, because
Why-
they didn't
wait a
want
minute.
because they didn't want to elect.
Shut
They didn't want to
up.
elect. They didn't want Hillary to be president.
I like
really
that.
think that was an accident?
They didn't want Hillary to be president.
Okay. Oh, so by default,
Yeah, they
because
didn't
there was
want
nobody else to pick. They
Hillary.
said that on Saturday Night Live.
They couldn't see her with it.
Man, that's the smoke.
They said
screen,
no
man,
because
in my opinion.
on
They
Saturday
couldn't share with it.
Look, Saturday Night Live came on,
Yeah.
and they was clowning the election. Now after I seen some of the shit I seen on The Simpsons, I don't really like. I can't take that shit lightly, right? So they got Biden. They got a dude on there looking like Biden with the glasses on,
Right.
shined up forehead, and his hair combed to the back. And he's talking about, why people should vote for him. So it's a democratic situation, right? And then all of a sudden, it was on Halloween. So this bitch Hillary Clinton lookalike come busting through the door like dressed like female Dracula or some shit, right? But one of the things she said before she left is that you have a better chance of winning than me because you're a man.
Hey, this is the man's world. Now listen, dude, you know the man is crazy, but people that vote for him, what are they thinking about? I mean,
Killing some niggas.
Is that what it is?
That's what I get
now, how
out of
about
it.
when a black votes for him? What he thinking about?
Getting some money.
Gotta be.
That's what he's thinking about.
Yeah.
So listen, this is what. Okay, so I'm just gonna predict it right now,
What
and
is it?
most people already is thinking the same thing.
I want to bet on that.
It's gonna be 4 more years of Trump. I just said it. I said it. If I'm wrong, you guys got it right here on the thing.
Are you willing to bet on that?
I'm not putting no money up, because this shit is fragile as a motherfucker.
Now, hold up.
In my heart, I feel like that is what the outcome is going to be.
What you know about?
Why is that? No, why is that?
Why is that?
That is sad.
Because anytime we've been in this situation before, has a Democrat ever won? Just think, Al Gore was going up against George Bush. George Bush snatched that shit.
He's a Bush.
Well,
Okay. Wait. It was the same kind of scenario. Okay, so now let's fast forward to when Hillary Clinton went up against Trump. He smashed that bitch. And now, here we go again.
Dude.
So, I mean, the Democrats have never won when the Republicans were very aggressive.
What you know about
getting their candidates?
What you know about the electoral votes? Do you know anything about
shit
that?
about that shit?
Well,
Okay,
that's
the key.
But just in the spirit of being competitive, with
Right.
you got two sides going against each other every 4 years. But I won't say year after year, as far as Spurs
But,
terminology. But when you got that competitiveness,
Hey, but listen, let me tell you
you
something.
brought up
Let me
the
tell you
team,
something.
you
Let me
brought
tell you
one side.
Yeah.
I've been right in the last three elections.
And then you got another side. So they were wanting some relief because they had where the Democrats had won 8 years. You know
with Clinton. But that's what I'm trying to tell you. When they put up,
and then they did it when we was in the feds too. Not to cut you off, but I did. But to cut you off, not to cut you off, but to cut you off. They did it up under the Boy administration. They got the head job.
Clinton. That's what we talk. But this is what I was going to say. Right on that note, is that when the Democrats do win, they come with something totally off the charts, out the box, like a black man. You understand? Hey, wait a minute. We can't ignore this shit, right? We just can't steamroll this. And then when fucking Clinton came, Clinton was a smooth motherfucker, man.
No, but in the same line of
thinking. Do you understand what I'm saying?
But no, in the same line of thinking, just going back on all the other elections, and we don't want to spend a lot of time on this, but look, because think about it. Yeah, you're right. And I have to agree with you 100% because even though I was like a young adolescent when Ronald Reagan ran and made it, he was a friggin' actor.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
And we didn't think that we was going to see that.
You know what I'm saying? So,
we thought once Ronald Reagan went, that was it. That bullshit.
He got an 8-year term.
Yeah. 8-year term.
He got an 8-year term.
But look, my point.
You see what I'm saying? So
my point in what I'm saying is just that Joe Biden doesn't fit in that. Like, he's not a black man.
Listen, people are hating Trump.
Smooth.
Listen,
do you know
people are hating Trump, man.
Did you know that Joe Biden has a stuttering problem?
No, not really.
Because he knows how to camouflage it.
I thought he was just old.
Yeah, well, that too. Yeah, that's another thing they talked about on Saturday Night Live about.
No. That's what happened.
Run against each other.
Have they made a South Park episode about him yet?
I'm not sure.
They probably will.
Go ahead. What you was gonna say?
Listen, man. Joe Biden is going to become president. He's going to have a heart attack and die, and the broad is going to become president. The vice.
That's the main reason why Trump is going to get reelected.
Vice President Carmela. What's her name?
That's the episode that should bring back the boom.
That's the one that's on the motherfucking.
Vice President. President Carmela is going to be president.
And listen,
the first black woman president, nigga, is going down. Watch.
All right, but listen, that's one of the main reasons why I do not believe that Biden is going to win. Because some white redneck motherfucker sitting somewhere, and I be goddamn if we going to allow that shit to happen.
A black woman president?
You better make sure that boy getting on. I mean, right now, you understand?
Listen. Even if he just fall ill and go to hospital, she got to step up and be president for a little while.
Hey, so
that would be so great.
Listen.
President Kamala.
And listen.
I think you fucking up your game right now.
It's only 5 minutes in this motherfucker.
Okay, now we'll go back to what you mentioned.
Why are they looking out for that?
We'll go back to what you said earlier about how you liked the facts that the Simpsons said.
Yeah.
The best chance you got against me is that you're me.
Right.
I didn't say the Simpsons. Saturday Night Live.
So
she said that to Biden and said that was the advantage that he got over her, which is why it was more likely that she could.
I'm saying.
But you know what? They showed the statistics, and it's the exact same shit. 54, I think it was like 54 to 40 something for Trump, 54 for Biden. But at the same time, in the last election, it was the same thing. It was like Clinton was winning, and the next thing I know, I woke up the next morning and fucking Trump was president.
Hey, man.
Listen, man, if Trump become president, we're fucked.
Hey, well, you know, That remains to be
I mean,
seen.
we'll get a fatter stimulus package, but hey, it's still gonna be fucked.
Hey, listen. Look. But not to cut you guys short, but we do need to progress, right? So last week we talked about the contract because, like Cube said,
Yeah, what's in it?
What's in it? I got it right here.
Yeah, let's discuss that.
Well, first, before we discuss that, let's have Cube break it down.
Break it down, QB.
Break it down. What's really going on with this contract? Can we roll into that with the Queen?
Now, joining us now is a legendary rapper and film producer who is making headlines not only for his music, but his involvement with policy and politics. Please, everybody, welcome Ice Cube. Hello, sir.
Hey, what's up? How y'all doing?
Hey, you.
Yo, what's up?
What's
up, Lisa Ray? How you doing?
I'm great. I'm great. Thank you.
Good. How's everybody doing?
Blessed.
Good.
And we're also very appreciative of you taking the time to come talk to us here. I know everyone's trying to get a piece of you and talk to you and have you on their platform. So we definitely appreciate that. So thank you. I want to ask you just out the gate how you're doing. You know, how have you been coping with the pandemic, the civil unrest? Black people have always been through trying times, but it's a little extra right now on top of our regular stress. Getting different. We got another layer on top. You know, we got 10 on 20 right now. So how are you doing?
I'm doing good. The pandemic, it hit everybody and caught everybody off guard. Thank God for D Nice, who started spinning them records, man, and kept people just, kind of, you kept our sanity, you know what I'm saying? And then the thing with George Floyd happened.
Yes.
Which shook everybody to our core. You know, when you hear a man, scream for his mama, I think everybody in the world felt that. So, everything switched reels for me. And I just been on this quest trying to get us true equality, not just equality on, social issues, but economic equality, which is, just as important.
Well, let's just jump right in then, Q, because I have been, looking at some of the bites from your interview. You did an interview with Roland Martin, which helped me, I'm going to say, because I will say that when I first heard that you were supporting Trump, I was like, wait a minute, what? Hold on, because you my boy. So I was like, I got a personal insight. I'm going to call him directly.
I didn't say I was supporting Trump. So
allegedly, right. That's what I heard. That's what the bite, the sound bites. That's why people got to do their research. And I watched that interview and I heard you break it down to why you were involved, why you met with both sides, and when you got involved, which was not just recently. And so when I said, what contract was he talking about? This contract of Black America, like, what is that? Where did it come from? I did not know. So when I think of things that I don't know, I automatically assume that a whole lot of people out there don't know. So I would want you to educate me as well. So what did make you go to the administration and speak with them?
Well, what happened was, it was a lot of yelling, a lot of people upset, a lot of reforms being put on the table during George Floyd. But I was looking around for a document that really was speaking on what's the needs in the community and what do we need across the board, not just from government, but from the private sector too. Because there's a lot of companies that are involved in our pain and they got to pay up too. They owe us reparations as well in some shape or form. So it was nothing. I was looking around. I'm like, damn, where is the document? Where is the ask? What are we asking for as a people across the board that deals with not only police brutality, but all our needs? So I started working on it myself with, some smart people I know. We end up getting, economists involved, people like Derek Hamilton. We started to go and just find the smartest minds to help try to put a document together so we can actually have something to say, damn, all this is things we need. This is so anybody Black could look at our document and say, yeah, support this, support, some of the things that we have. Now, I'm not a politician. And I shouldn't be the one to have to put this thing together. We've had politicians in place for a long time, and they haven't come up with something like this. So I was surprised, but that didn't stop me. And we put that together July 1st, and we revamped it about, let me get the timeline here. We revamped it July 19th. And from then, people wanted to interview me about it. So I went on just promoting the contract with Black America, hoping to be contacted by any of the politicians saying, yo, this is a great idea. Everybody that I would show would say, oh, these are great ideas. This is common sense. This is things that should be in place already, but they're not. So I was just kind of saying, okay, we're going to
initiative.
Yeah, starting an initiative, and I'll make a long story short. I was just going up, basically saying, okay, we're going to go after the private sector. We're going to go after the banks. We're going to go after Hollywood. We're going to go after the people that we know got their hands in the cookie jar. You know what I mean? So then we started to get contacted from the Democrats on September 8th. And then we started talking to them. Then we got contacted by the Republicans. So that's when the ball started rolling then. So it's not just like I just jumped into anything. I mean, I just did the contract and then people started to contact me, not the other way around. I was hoping the Democrats would be all over me. But
hey, here we go.
Okay. We're back, y'all.
We're back. So so now what do I think? Well, listen. Cube I allowed that to play like that because I wanted Cube to put it in his own words. We could say so much, but I don't think nobody can speak better than the author. Right. You understand what I'm saying? Of the contract. But last time I had this and I didn't get a chance to say anything. I mean, read it. Yeah. But this time I took the time to go over it before I got here and kind of just highlight some of it because they talk about the contract. This is the shortened version of it. It's 13 different things, and so. Let me see. The first one is bill to guarantee black opportunity and representation, bank lending reform. Number 3 is federal funding of baby bonds. Number 4 is Federal Reserve and government pensions. Number 5 is finance oversight. Number 6 is personal data and credit. Number 7 is prison reform. Number 8 is judicial reforms. Number 9 is Police Reform Act. Right. And number 10 is FCC licensing of public airwaves. I didn't even really, but this one right here, it says broadcast networks will be required to air black produced content, which equals to 20% of the total of the content on the network. I never even really, now this is something I'm in this industry and never even thought about this. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So a lot of times people are wondering like, how are they holding you back? You just tripping, you talking about something that's not even really there, like you're talking about a ghost. But it's certain, man, a pen is mightier than a sword. Yeah, and when it puts that, I mean, I was maybe about 30 years old before I realized that slavery was really legal. I just thought that was some shit that these motherfuckers was doing. I didn't realize that they really had a law to support it. You understand what I'm saying? But
not that was law. Yeah, we was on the currency. They had a woman in a potato sack in the field, and another little child picking the cotton on the money. On the money.
Yeah, because cotton was their number one export.
Yeah.
Yes.
No. We was the number one cow.
Well, we
was cows.
It's called chattel slavery.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the reason why we was cows is because they, just like you buy a cow and you have a cow produce, that's what we were doing. Yeah. But just in the form of picking cotton and other produce and
other thing that was fucking everybody.
Other natural resources and goods and having them shipped all across the world. Right. People don't understand economics. That's why they don't understand when you talk about what is it called? Reparations. They don't. They just feel like it's just some nigga begging. But no, it's not that we begging, or it's not that anybody is begging. It's that that's what's owed to you.
Right.
When somebody else has taken advantage of your forefathers for 300 years.
Right.
With no payment, and that 300 years that they took advantage of them is the reason why they're in the superpower position that they are to this day.
And we still picking cotton.
If we wasn't worth shit, why the fuck was we on the money?
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? If we wasn't worth shit, why the fuck was we in the Constitution? Right. If we wasn't worth shit, why the fuck did they have a whole goddamn war trying to keep it going?
Preach.
You understand what I'm saying? If a nigga wasn't worth shit.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Do you understand what I'm saying? So obviously we have some power that we bring to the table and been bringing it to the table, not just now and not just since fucking Jay-Z.
That's funny.
You understand what I'm saying?
Hey, that's crazy how you say that. Because that means, that shows that the black man was superior. Right. This thing was better at doing everything that we can't do.
No, in the same line of thinking, not only superior, we was involved with everything that democracy is about.
Right. That this country is about.
We was involved with it. When you brought us over here, you know what I'm saying? Just as well as the Asian people.
So that's like me. That's like all four of us going to lick.
It's something you can't. It's something that can't be overlooked.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. You can't overlook it. That's what I'll go back and reflect on what you was saying with the list of things that you named off. It can't be overlooked. Mm-hmm. And you can overlook it if you want to because you can hide behind your money or whatever, your business, whatever, and whatever other supporters you might have that want to support you in your racism, you know what I'm saying, or your fear of, you know what I'm saying, protecting what you think is yours. But you can't ignore, realistically, you
chopping up a pie and you leaving me out, man. Right. And I'm the one that helped you get the pie. We all go on a goddamn lick.
Right.
You understand?
Like saying
you drive, I pull the fucking pistol.
Right.
You pull, you got my back.
Right.
And what did you do? This nigga
going to get the money.
Just say he supplied the guns.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, we all the team.
We all play the role.
Yeah.
Now, guess what? I'm at home chopping up the bread.
That's like you having Chef
I don't want to pay him
products.
You know what I'm saying?
Why?
Because he just got the guns. No. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to pay you either. Because, nigga, you just was backing me up. I was the one holding the pistol.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? But guess what? In this scenario, they wasn't even in the bank.
That makes sense. That makes sense. You broke it down.
We pulled off the lick.
You broke it down.
We pulled off the fucking lick. Nigga,
aspect.
you was at home.
Yeah.
In the big house.
Yeah, waiting.
Yeah.
Waiting for me to bring back the bread. And then when I brought back the bread, you like, all right, step outside.
Right.
I'll holler at you later.
Right.
Yeah.
And you got all the bread in the house.
All the bread.
And then you issuing it out. You know, in twos and fews. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Listen, man, it's going to be a riot.
See? That's why I said what I said.
It's going to be a riot, dude. They are, listen, the government is promoting the riot. They boarding up shit way ahead of time. But who said there was going to be a riot? You got emails up, it says it's going to be a riot. I said it was going to be a riot. He said it's going to be a riot. So why you think this is going to be a riot?
You remember
Fuck it, let's riot.
And you know, but back in the joint, right? You know, motherfuckers would drop
Fuck it, you making me riot, nigga.
Hey, no, but listen. You remember motherfuckers drop a kite? You understand? Then guess what?
Oh, they got a kite.
When they brought the computers in, when they brought the computers in, they didn't have to drop a kite no more because they just go to the computer and send it to them. So when you say, did they get an email?
Oh, the computer
the
computer was a kite.
The computers was a new way to switch.
I thought you could only just get music off the computer.
No, nigga, no. Something going down, you just go over to the computer.
No, I know that.
Yes. Am I lying?
I didn't know that.
Yes, that's how motherfuckers drop.
I thought he was only go one way to the music.
No, you know, hey man, they make a way.
They made a way.
They make a way for their motherfucking informants.
This genuinely, we have the analytical process set up in our existence,
right,
to be able to figure out things,
right.
And if you don't know, just
because we see it on a small scale.
Watch people in the hole in prison.
Right.
They find a way.
Find a way.
We find a way.
Wow.
So with that being said, this is a way. It's one of many ways that we are attempting. I shouldn't say we because I didn't write shit. You understand what I'm saying? But I'm joining in on this motherfucker. Yeah, Q. Let's go, nigga.
So when is he gonna push that? When is he going to push that?
I don't know. But let's talk about it. Let me because you know this what happened last time. We talked so much, I didn't get a chance to actually give you some actual proof of what's going on. All right, so this says, as citizens and lawmakers, we are joining to demand the contract with Black America be addressed immediately to finally create a more perfect union all America deserves. As such, it is time for a complete paradigm shift in how we run our institutions and operate our country. The contract with Black America strikes at the heart of racism and presents a blueprint to achieve racial economic justice. This is what the contract is about. And a global, wait a minute, it says, it was written in the backdrop of the killing of George Floyd, which set off a wave of protests not seen since the civil rights era in the 1950s and 60s, and a global pandemic in which the Black mortality rate is more than double that of the white rate, and in which 45%, nearly half, of Black-owned businesses closed.
Now look, if we don't get what we want, what are we gonna do?
That's up to you, player.
I'm saying, because listen, man, the man put this stuff in. Whoever be president, if he doesn't honor what we asked for, what is gonna happen?
Maybe that's why they got everything boarded up.
Because
maybe we sitting at home not missing the point. But when you read this, it's black and white. When you read this, player, it's straightforward, to the point, and it's serious.
Listen, my brothers love to start our fires.
It's serious if you take it serious.
Right.
No.
Now, if you take it for a joke,
it'll be a joke.
It's gonna be a joke to you.
It's gonna be a joke, and nothing's gonna happen
for you, possibly.
For you, possibly.
Yeah.
No.
But this is the one thing that really caught my attention.
This is really interesting. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I said the last time I was here, never in all my life have I had anybody take this position that this dude is taking.
Right.
And to the point to where he's getting in great detail, and he said it on this video. He said, man, I shouldn't have to be doing this.
Right.
You had politicians in office.
That's black, yeah.
I think he said they have over 7,000 politicians.
They got Maxine Waters, everybody.
It don't even matter. The point is that this kid grew up
in the hood.
You know what I'm saying?
Ruth Ellen.
He had his vision, and he made it to where he made it. And now he wants to highlight the point how the politicians are shirking.
At the helm of America.
How they shirking up in there.
Right.
Buck dancing. Key Mammy.
Because
you know what I'm saying?
Let me just say something. Let me just say something.
You know, they up in there buck
dancing. Big up to Cubes, man. Big up to Cube.
Big up to Cube, man.
Big up to Cube. You know
I love
why?
music, man.
You know why? Because all that political shit they be talking on the East Coast and they hip hop. Since day one, they've been talking political bullshit. They knowledge, son.
Even the 5%ers.
But we don't want to make that though. No, calm down though. We don't want to put it
5%, son.
5%, son.
Don't be dumb, son.
Yeah.
I give one of them
I'm studying
one of
free,
them.
son.
I give one of them props.
Which one?
Flavor Flav.
Earth, son.
Don't believe the
hype.
hype.
Plant the seed, son.
Don't believe the hype.
That was the best one ever.
No, but I'm saying all of that knowledge these niggas be kicking over there, right? I'm kicking knowledge, son.
It's
you need to
knowledge,
listen.
though.
Word is bond.
No. No, maybe the message might get out.
A nigga saying fuck the police on the West Coast.
Yes.
To
got the contract.
Might want to be inspired to, you know what I'm saying, take the initiative
but the
and to
nigga
get involved.
listen to this.
Instead of, because now I was looking today.
See,
now it's funny that you said that.
We on some TV room shit right here, right?
No.
You just got to get in. This shit is hot.
Let him in.
Go ahead.
I was looking at something on Diddy earlier, you know what I'm saying, and he was getting blasted because he was trying to come out and say, okay, the blacks, I'm going to get behind blacks, I'm going to support blacks. And he had Mace come out and say something. Now, this is old, though. This is about 9 months ago. Mace came out and said, man, I offer you $2 million to give me my stuff. Don't come out here talking about you with the blacks. You with the black people and all that, blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying?
This is what he was saying to Diddy?
Yeah, Mace said that.
Mm-hmm. Recently?
It's a whole little article. Y'all just with Mace blast Diddy. You know what I'm saying? He said, I'll offer you $2 million for my stuff.
It's freedom.
For music.
Yeah.
No, for my music.
Yeah.
He said
so basically you saying you trying to help all these niggas be free, but you won't even free
me. Help me.
What he was saying was, don't say that you about blackness and you about blackness, but when you was holding your black people down back in the days.
Right.
You hold me down now.
Hypocrite,
you
basically.
hold me down now. Now let me just say this because that's one of their G's. But guess what? When we talk about Ice Cube being able to sit down with whatever party, or just having the nuts to just say, look, I'm putting myself out there to sit down with every party and discuss what's happening in our community, right? But, you know, you can't forget that the first nigga to go up there from that type of environment to the White House was Eazy-E.
Yeah.
Eazy-E.
With a Jerry curl.
With a Jerry curl. Dripping
Jerry
curl
wet.
juice on
Off the
Nancy Reagan.
curl.
Hey,
with the good friend oil.
What Too Short said? Last night, Nancy Reagan came to my house and gave me a blowjob.
Right.
Hey, West Coast niggas been stepping on the White House line from day one, man.
Yeah, exactly.
So, you know, I'm just saying, when you talking all that, you know, it started over here, this, that, and the other. I love, you know, East Coast hip hop, but I'm just speaking the facts.
That's facts.
Speaking of facts, facts is facts.
Facts
is facts. So
I
read some of the, because, you know, we get to run in our mouth. You know, you want to check this out, man. Go to icecube.com, download it. If you got a computer, get off your phone, chit-chat, no Snapchat, and get into what's going on, you know, in America with your life, with your mama's life, with your children's life. You know, get involved, man. You know, motherfuckers want to run to the booth and act like, you know, I voted, that's it. I did my part.
There's more to it.
Way more. Hey, listen, let's
pick up the Cuba vision.
Let's look at that last part. I'm gonna end it off with that last part with Shannon Sharp and Q talking about the economic side of the contract, just so you guys can kind of understand what I'm trying to say here.
But as you mentioned, Q, is that when people look at you and I, and they think that all black people, well, Q, you made it. Shannon Sharp, you made it. Oprah, and you got LeBron, and you got Denzel. But we're the only race of people that if you can succeed, and they say, well, you did it, everybody else. But that's not how white America views it. White America doesn't look at it and say, well, Jeff Bezos has $183 billion, so everybody else is good. They say it's not. We need to get everybody up to get economic prosperity. You look at the Asian community. You look at the Jewish community. Everybody is about pulling everybody else up. But in the black community, they say, well, if you feel you get out, you good.
Yeah, that's just not true. And even we've had help. You know, I couldn't have made it without, at the time, a record company distributing the record and putting it out. You know, Eazy had the label, but he had to go through McCullough as a distributor. So you had to, you know, play on the Broncos, and that don't make you a bad guy. And the Ravens to, you know, to do your thing. You know what I'm saying? So, but those organizations were still in place. So that's a form of help. And our communities, we got businesses that if they could get a loan, if they can get some, just a little capital, a little help, they can grow that business and hire more people and expand and have different franchises. But when we can't get that initial spot of capital to help us jumpstart even a home loan, you know, we're shut out. We only get 3% of all the money in the bank loaned out to black people in their businesses. Now, 97% go to other communities. Now, we're 13.5% of the country. If they just bump that to 13.5% loan out and, you know, where guys can borrow, not unqualified guys. I'm talking about prime lending. Right. You know, it'll help us catch up because the wealth gap is what's killing us. Right. You know, every dollar a white person is worth, a black person is worth 10 cents. And that just can't stand right now. We can't survive off of that wealth gap. And it's not
dollar a white person is worth. We all hit the lick.
Right.
We went in the bank.
Right.
White man was in the house.
Right.
But for every dollar they worth,
eating cheese,
we worth 10 cents.
We worth 10 cents.
That ain't a lot.
10 cent niggas, yo, 10 cent ass niggas.
How much the white man worth?
Shut your motherfucking ass down before
95%?
Huh?
How much the white man worth?
Sit your 10 cent ass down before I make change.
Man.
How much the white man worth?
Eat the cake, anime.
How much is the white man worth?
He's worth $1. For every dollar that the white man is worth,
we worth 10.
We worth 10 cents.
10 cents.
Of that dollar.
Cents.
I'm taking my shit, me on out.
I'm telling you, man, I don't keep my money in the bank. I don't do none of that.
And then
I'm jacking pill on out.
That's what we do. That's what we do with that 10 cent.
What?
Go back and give it to him.
Give it back.
Oh, well, look, Master, you forgot this. Let me get that.
I'll give it to the agents after the swap meet.
One of the two. You forgot this. Let me get them Michael Kors or them Jordans or whatever it is that we buy.
Yeah, now,
or, you know what I'm saying?
What would I find
Look,
ironic?
that
I
heel
seen
figure. Even though they talking shit about it, we still getting that heel figure.
Not that, and then in the same line of thinking, it was some months ago. Boosie had when they first opened up.
Boosie?
Collins?
Lil Boosie.
Boosie.
Yeah,
Lil
Boosie.
Boosie.
Badass
Boosie.
Boosie.
He was walking.
Boosie badass.
Yeah, he was walking through the mall, and some people was lined up at the Gucci store, and he said, "Hey, y'all done themselves. Y'all stupid because the Gucci said y'all ain't nothing but slaves, and y'all lined up to give him some more."
So what about Gucci Man?
What about him?
He promoting the name?
He got to change.
He might have to get the bear. I don't know. We got.
So did Gucci say something?
No, I said Lil Boosie.
I know Lil Boosie, but it was.
But I ain't heard Gucci say nothing, and I've been.
What was he saying that Gucci said? Or what was he saying?
Well, Gucci had put it in the ad.
Internet.
He had put it in an article that he said that black people were slaves, and
that's
they
what
was
Gucci
good
said?
for it. Yeah.
Racist statements made by Gucci. Let's see that.
We
right.
got stuff up on the board, right?
What's that? Get it straight.
The last shit we got up on the board stuff.
It's just two states.
Prisoners can vote.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that's
And which
Maine
states
and
are?
Vermont.
Maine and Vermont.
Okay.
Those are prisons. They have prison reform.
They run together, Maine and Vermont.
Where they're
Maine
allowing.
and Vermont.
I wonder what the black population is in those.
Vote in absentee for their own
You know they cold as fuck up there. Hey,
What?
they like, we'll just do it right here. Come on up here, niggas, if you want to vote. It's cold as a motherfucker, but you're welcome. Come on up. Niggas like, nah, that's all right. Y'all go
How
ahead
many
with that.
niggas do you think are in Maine and Vermont?
Yeah,
Very
that's what
few.
I'm saying.
Not that many.
That's what I'm
Not that
saying, man. Not
All
many
of
at
them.
all.
All of them are in prison.
And it was 1989.
All of them in prison.
All of them in prison.
It was the 1989 World Series where the earthquake occurred, where the Dodgers,
we had that.
since the last time the Dodgers
What
had
you got there,
won.
50?
Who's this guy? Who's this guy right here? Who's this guy?
Looks like LeBron
That
and
looked like
Anthony
King
Davis.
James.
The champ, right?
Yeah.
I gotta
True
give him his
champion.
King James.
You know,
I-
LA has been doing a lot of things, and I'm
Legacy
glad
book.
that
Everybody got
now-
the LA stuff on, man. Everybody's good.
I'm a
man.
Laker fan.
LA been doing a lot of things. The Lakers won a championship. The
Yeah.
Dodgers has won
The
a
Rams.
championship.
What's
Come
up
on,
with the
Rams.
What's
They
up
lost.
with the
We
Rams?
were not-
Dolphins
we-
whooped their ass. God
Woo!
damn. Dolphins good.
Four turnovers in one half.
Come on, let's
will
not talk about the Rams.
Let that go. We're just gonna let football be
All right,
football.
we'll
We
go.
never talk about the Rams, just for the record. We just happen to mention y'all, hoping y'all get your shit together.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? But really, we never talk about the Rams.
That's fucked
Yeah,
up.
but what about them Raiders, though?
But the Raiders,
Oh, they won
Raiders.
yesterday.
Yeah, I know they won. Yeah, they what did they 4-3?
They won.
Four-
Yeah,
four-
yeah. We went up in there.
Raider Nation.
Hey, that-
They went to
that-
cold.
that-
Now they
Lincoln
showed
Stadium.
great character because they went out their normal climate. They the Las Vegas Raiders. Okay,
Yeah.
when does it get cold there? Anyway, they went across. You know what I'm saying? The United States. When they went on up into Cleveland, Ohio.
Cold
And
as
shouts
hell.
out to my boy. You know what I'm saying? Slim Jigs
Yeah.
West. You
Okay.
know what I'm saying? Yeah, he's from Cleveland, but
Yeah.
he's a Browns fan.
Right.
So yeah.
Switch reels.
The baby with the
Hey, you remember that? Do you remember Switch reels?
Of course, on the radio.
You already
on the
know.
radio.
Yeah.
Hey.
What station was
Yeah.
that?
KJLH.
KJLH.
Come on, man.
Yeah, well, they used to tell the noise, they say switch reels.
Switch reels.
So,
But yeah.
with that being said,
Saying it's just that I like that the fact they can go into another climate and play good football.
That's
It was
good.
a brutal game. You know what I'm
But they
saying?
got-
It's
they
a lot
have-
of
they have
mistakes.
a gift
But that
for
shows
different year.
character as far as California.
does the Raiders
For
need
as
to
far
show
as-
more character? I don't know. Did you ever see anything on that Gucci thing?
He ain't looked it up.
Let's get into.
Let's get into it.
Because our time is getting short.
Okay.
Cool.
It's all reflective of time.
Yeah,
Okay.
always.
I would love to chop shit with y'all all day. But anyway, the show must go on, player.
Yeah.
So with that being said, final thoughts on the Nipsey thing, right?
Yes.
Okay, so we didn't get back to, we wasn't able to get back into the
transcripts.
The transcripts,
Yes.
but one of the things that I did see that Cowboy was pretty much his right hand man. Do you understand? Especially when he was at the marathon shop, not that I was right there and I witnessed it, but from reports that I have read, Cowboy's name always comes up, right up under Black Sam, which was his brother, what have you. So with that being said, I have a clip
right.
that I want to show because we talked about Nipsey last time and some of the just to kind of bring you guys up to date. We went over the transcripts of the girl. And we went over the transcript. Well, Eric Holder didn't really talk on those transcripts,
right.
but I think it was the transcripts of the girl, transcripts of Carrie, and the transcripts of, I think, Cowboy as well. They did his transcripts. I seen them. I don't know if I brought all of that here, but and they kind of talked about what happened that day. And one of the things I told you, Supreme, I think it's Supreme Hip Hop or Supreme Films, where he breaks it down to the New York dude that I was saying that's breaking down Shorty, you know, understand, with all the East Coast slang, you know what I'm saying? I was just saying,
correct.
Shorty probably, she looked like one of them girls,
right.
And she have women have a lot of power in a relationship, influence, and that's why he was basically saying that he believed because Shorty got out the car or the chick got out the car and took a picture with Nip in between the time that Eric Holder was talking to him and got his burger and came back or whatever. And so Shorty supposedly overheard Nipsey telling, Eric that, hey, man, you need to take care of that. Something, your name is ringing. And so his hypothesis is that after they got back to the car, being the kind of chick that she looked like she is, because he's judging her all on sight, don't know the girl.
Right.
And he says that, Eric probably didn't want her running her mouth about it since she got an earful of it too, and probably mentioned it to him. Hey, you just gonna let this nigga call you a snitch and this, that, and the other? And so,
then, she basically,
she kind of influenced it, but now she's in court saying she don't know.
Like
she didn't know what the fuck happened. She took the nigga home and seen it on the news, and then asked him did he know anything about it? Just a bunch of bullshit. You got to check it out, man. I just bring it to you, but you guys got to do your own investigation. But I did bring this last little piece on that subject, which is Cowboy kind of not testifying, but speaking on, pretty much why he believes, the guy, what the reason was behind, Nipsey being shot by Eric Holder. Here it is right here.
The baby's in L forever. I'm done with all this ish. I retired from being a bodyguard. I love you, Hustle the Great. Just as much as you have people that love you, you're going to have people that hate you as well. And his killer, Eric Holder, definitely seemed like he had hate in his heart.
Me and Nipsey was talking, and the dude that shot him, he came and shook our hands. Said he was a rapper and all this old bullshit. Shook our hands. The dude went and got his burger. He left. When he left, I went and took my food in. As soon as I took my food inside the building, the dude came back around the building busting, so I might have left Nipsey's side maybe 3 seconds. I left him maybe approximately about 3 seconds that I had left Nipsey, and the dude came and shot him. We know who he is. It's no mystery. It's no mystery. We know who he is. Like I said, it's all hate and envy. That's all it was. It was jealousy, hate, and envy. Nipsey didn't deserve to die like that. What seems to be a less talented rapper, had envy and hate in his eyes. That's what it was all about. It was nothing else. It was no motive. It was no beef. It was nothing. It was nothing but envy, hate. I hope when they catch him, I hope he gets a slow death. I don't want him just to die. He needs a slow death, So he affected many lives, His jealousy and his envy affected the world. You killed a good man. Local guy, local enough that if he hit that parking lot, we put our guard down. He's one of us. Put our guard down. You know what I mean? Other than that, we wouldn't let anybody just up in our parking lot like that. We put our guard down because, like I say, he had just shook me and Nipsey's hand. Prior to that, he just shook our hand, just left, and he came right back and shot him. Like I said, it was jealousy.
Now, the alleged shooter is 29-year-old Eric Holder, who was arrested Tuesday afternoon and is currently being held in solitary confinement out of fear he could be a target. Eric Holder was arrested on 1 count of murder, 2 counts of attempted murder, and 1 count of possession of a firearm by a felon. Now, he appeared in court yesterday with his attorney, Chris Darden, who was on the prosecution team on the OJ trial.
It all points to him. I'm not afraid to point to him. Nobody's pointed him out and said he did it.
Now, I'm not sure exactly why Chris took this case on, but maybe he feels since OJ got off and black people consider that a win for us, he plans on making a black person who definitely deserves to be locked up walk. Either way, this is what happened.
I was an electrician, so.
We're back.
Yeah, we're back. So that is pretty much, I mean, that's a sad case. I mean, it just happens to be.
Yeah, no, it's sad in the sense that, that this dude's credibility was challenged. And as we could see, unfortunately, with the loss of Nipsey, you know what I'm saying, it came at a great price. This dude's credibility was challenged by Nipsey Hustle. You know what I'm saying? And we have to realize that Nipsey was a gang member. He was a stone cold advocate about 6-0 and Crenshaw. But to the civilians, he would break it down to you. But if he felt like you was from the street, you should understand.
You should already know. Yeah.
And you should also understand that when anybody's challenged, now we could take this out of being from Nipsey and just being me and you. Our manhoods get challenged, or our credibility get challenged, and if everybody reacts different.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what.
Well, certain things mean certain things.
Yeah. And it's certain people live by certain other guidelines that everybody done.
Right.
So that's why it's sad and unfortunate, but that's the reality of the gang world, of that life.
Yeah. And so we just, definitely wish rest in power for Nip.
Yeah.
And hopefully, justice will be served in his situation. Unfortunately, it's the community that takes the loss. And not just the community, but his family. But I mean, we did not get a chance to witness. He was just getting started.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And we did not get a chance to witness. And man was focused. He had some goals that I know would have achieved had he been left alone and allowed to do his thing without interruption.
Blowing up.
Yeah, man. It is. And so,
And that's what makes him even more sad, because the dude was really about his community.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I said, when I met him, he didn't come off on me, where you from, cuz, and nothing like that. He was like, hey, yo, oh, you with that? You with that? Oh, I'm with that. No, let's do something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's the type of dude he was. So that is a major loss, because Eric Holder, he can't provide
nothing, a
semblance of that.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So I understand how it go, but at the same time, he got to live with himself, man. It's unfortunate.
Yeah, it's definitely unfortunate.
I just want the broad to be in handcuffs. That's all.
You wanted to go to jail?
Because she was a driver. If it had been a black person, a brother driving, he'd be, okay, you aiding and abetting. If I go do a robbery, if I go do a robbery with somebody, I'm driving, because I've been robbing people before. We all go to jail. There's no, let him go, but we take y'all to jail. Come on, man.
That's funny.
You going to jail.
If you a driver, and he in the bank, he'd have killed the bank guard, you getting that murder too.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
Accessory.
So listen, guys, I want to thank you guys for coming out today. I also want to thank our viewers. We want to thank Miss the Poetess for providing us and accommodating us this evening, so we can bring you guys part two.
Part two.
Yes, LA Royals definitely in the building.
LA Royals
always do.
Dodgers, Lakers, everything
Lakers, everything LA.
Crenshaw High, all that.
LA High.
Yeah, LA High, definitely. It's been LA since day one with us, man. Hey, listen, so on that note, man, we're going to close this thing out, man, and I just brought a little, I wrote a song about it.
Like, here you go.
I write a song about everything, man. So with this whole election thing, with this, Nip thing, and with the Cube thing, I got a little something for you guys that I'm gonna leave you guys with. I love to leave y'all naked, man. I always got clothes for you, man.
Thank you.
So, man, just dress up, be good, be safe, man. And stay on LA Royal, man, and we'll holler at y'all on episode 13.
We are LA Royal.
Yeah.
Anime. Bitch, you in trouble now. What you did, bitch? You need to catch that cake, bitch, you bitch.
Eat the cake, motherfucker, eat the cake, anime. Eat the cake, motherfucker, eat the cake, anime. Eat the cake, motherfucker, eat the cake, anime. Fuck around and have all you bitches drinking Kool-Aid. Eat the cake, motherfucker, eat the cake, anime. Eat the cake, motherfucker, eat the cake, anime. Eat the cake, motherfucker, eat the cake, anime. That's a motherfucking mic I got. got something I wanna say. BLM Trump again, where the fuck is we headed? Seen the presidential debate, man, that shit look pathetic. If I said it, then I meant it. Fuck they bullshit politics. Kanye West is on the ballot, nigga, who you finna pick? Ice Cube, Nick Cannon, nah, Black Holiday. I was vocal in the booth when they didn't have shit to say. Got a contract for a black life in the dream. Put a ski mask with a handgun in a ski. COVID-19 got they whole elite team richer. While I'm forced to sit at home unemployed drinking liquor. EDD bought to spend the 5G, called the killer. Fuck they facial recognition, put your mask on and get up. It's the bullet or the ballot, but they heart is filled with malice. Got a federal vaccine to keep the population balanced. God bless the nation, it ain't racism. Just a bunch of racist crackers trying to take your freedom. Eat the cake, motherfucker, eat the cake, anime. Eat the cake, motherfucker, eat the cake, anime. Eat the cake, motherfucker, eat the cake, anime. Fuck around and have all you bitches drinking Kool-Aid. Eat the cake, motherfucker, eat the cake, anime. Eat the cake, motherfucker, eat the cake, anime. Eat the cake, motherfucker, eat the cake, anime. Pass a motherfucking mic, I got something I wanna say. Feel this stuff in my heart, these beats just be the spark. From the end to the start, every bar be from the heart. To the matriarch, pulling the strings behind the safe. Take the crown off the queen and put it on holiday. Unrest in these streets till poverty is deceased. Whole families on the corner petitioning for food to eat. And a place to stay. Daily we watching the world decay. Sitting in rush hour traffic debating which bill to pay. In the matrix, stuck with gorillas and ape shit. Watch your step, young brother, don't test their patience. Or your next move might find you dead or in the cell. For a black life, America's nothing but living hell. Still I prevail and flag my stripes in the afterlife. Cause the remedy is laced the proof with dynamite. Janet Jackson in the booth, James Evan on the track. Take control in this bitch, too strong, too black. Two motherfucking Macs, one motherfucking mind. Focused on one thing, how the fuck I'm gon' shine. Fresh out of prison time, still on the damn grind. Don't even try to question who's in my top 5. Cause I'ma tell you Malcolm X and the Solidarity Brothers. QBD, Tupac and Nipsey Hustle, fuck the others. Fight for your rights or get castrated in the life. If you believe it ain't right, nigga, sacrifice your life. Like, eat the cake, motherfucker, eat the cake, anime. Eat the cake, motherfucker, eat the cake, anime. Eat the cake, motherfucker, eat the cake, anime. Fuck around and have all you bitches drinking Kool-Aid. Eat the cake, motherfucker, eat the cake, anime. Eat the cake, motherfucker, eat the cake.